Hi, I'm Scotty Raver, and I am the host of BlogTV. I'll give you all the inside scoops, backstage info, no kayfabe, right here on BlogTV.
Steeltown Pro Wrestling on Blog TV.
I'd just like to thank Zakk Mercury here for being on BlogTV. So my first question is, Zakk, we'd just like to get your thoughts on trying to make it in the wrestling climate today.
Well, I've been in this business now going on just over 6 years. And, in my whole career, I've been in the ring with some of the best wrestlers going today, and I've also been in there with some of the worst. And when I came in, I had a lot of expectations of where I wanted to be by such and such a time. And as time goes on, all those expectations and hopes, they change, they alter, modify themselves. And it really becomes something that you really get as much out of it as you put in it. I mean, I've heard all the things throughout my wrestling days. Oh, you're a shoo-in. You just send a picture off to whatever promotion, and they'll just take you on based on your looks. And I've also been at certain training schools. I was down in Louisville, Kentucky for OVW tryout camp, and it really opens your eyes when you sort of step out of the box a little bit and start meeting some people that have been through some different scenarios than yourself. And all you can do is try and grab a little bit from each of those. Some of it good, some of it bad. But the main thing that keeps ringing through is, I said it before, you get out of it what you put into it. And it really, as your career moves on, and especially in the independent scene, you really start to see that. And just through experience and how you see yourself moving along, you see others move along, some of them slower than you, a lot of them faster, they fly by you and you're wondering if you're going to be left in the dust or if you have the same opportunity. There's no easy answers. And the one thing, it may frustrate you to no end, thinking about something so much that you so much cared about, but it also motivates you to wherever it is that you want to get. And you can always look back on what you're doing and say, well, could I have done more, this and that, or am I going to do more? And that's pretty much the only thing that stands in the way of any independent wrestler sort of succeeding in their goals or sort of fading by the wayside. A very popular wrestler, one of the top guys going right now, phoned me on the phone almost with a tear in his voice, saying he was going to give up the business. He had sort of settled into his job, and he had done many shows where he thought he was going to advance, and he said, I'm at the end of the line. They tell me I'm fantastic every time, and no phone call, no offer of nothing. And it wasn't 2 weeks later than that, he got a call and he was offered a very lucrative job in the wrestling business. So, that's a perfect example of just keeping out there, keeping your face prominent. You can hide and go away and nobody will miss you, nobody will care. It's only you, the one that cares about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And that's, to me, is the whole essence of the business, because if you didn't have that, it would be just a bunch of, buddies of buddies and sons, and it all just would work in a little thing. But you need those guys that bust their butt 24 hours, every day of the year, because they have something in mind, whatever it might be. And that's what keeps the business going, and that's what's going to keep Zakk Mercury going for a long time yet. Best is yet to come, you'll see.
Thank you very much, Zakk Mercury.
Bear witness to the epic event that brought Selkirk to its knees as Steeltown Pro Wrestling brings you Fight for the Right. Get ready for more action, more intensity, and more passion as wrestling's newest stars are born. And it all climaxes with a huge 10-man tag elimination match main event. SPW presents Fight for the Right. Pre-order your copy now for just $10 at SteeltownProWrestling.com. For all of the latest news, matches, and merchandise, just log on to SteeltownProWrestling.com.
I'd like to welcome Jon Cutler here to BlogTV. All the people there in internet land would like to know, what was it like to work for the WWE?
You know what? It was a pretty surreal experience. It was an honor being back there, and I can't honestly really put into words how it felt getting in that ring with a lot of those guys that I even grew up watching, guys like Taker and just having them, you know, Ricky Steamboat in the background, guys that I, you know, grew up idolizing and watching, and Chris Jericho, all them, and it was quite an experience. I wish I could say more than surreal, but that about fits it.
Thank you very much, Jon Cutler.
The following was a presentation of Steeltown Pro Wrestling on Blog TV.